people do is like one lady told me, I resigned to start my business. Little did I know that my business will not thrive. So such a forum, and you hear what people have also failed, not just about the success. I always factor on the success and the failure, because it helps me to be careful not to fail like that person failed. But the event was very good, and I want to congratulate Benson for setting up this, and also to expand it to go to the real business. I don't want to tell you that I have a TVET teaching hospitality and housekeeping in the German language, and in reality it is not there. So I would like also that if we are talking about the women, let's also invite our listeners to come into our businesses. Maybe somebody is doing manufacturing of textiles. Let's go and see what is the factory they're doing. If it is the person doing beauty, let's go to their salon and see what they are doing. Let's also meet the people who are on the ground, and we advise them, you know what, you don't go to Sherehe with a profit. You save the profit for a rainy day. So I think we should not stop there. We should have this forum maybe monthly, so that we can be able to learn from each other, and also to safeguard people who want to go into business and they don't have a direction. Like I said about the access to government opportunities. Maybe mtu ni bibi ya mtu na ajui mzee wake anatumia jina yake, and that is what has been happening to majority, even to the children. You find a son is in the university, and the certificate that is being used in the government belongs to the son, who does not even know what is paid. In case something happens and the father mess up, you put that Gen Z into jeopardy, because you go maybe mess up in the procurement sector, maybe you bring substandard goods, and a case is opened up in the company. Who bears that cost and the shame is the Gen Z. So I'd also like to advise our Gen Zs, as much as your uncles, your dads, your moms, they want to use your ID cards to set up companies so that they can benefit from the access to government opportunities, to youth, and people with disability. Even people with disability. You find somebody is in a wheelchair and has this rich uncle who has money for entrepreneurship. They just say, let me take for you a certificate for PDW, and then they go and say the company belongs to the guy, they open an account, he will never transact. So they have to be very careful. And I think also the government needs to do the vetting, especially for the women, because that is where you draw the line. The women need to prove that they are in control of this business, and I think a committee should set up to visit those companies. Go and find a housewife is running a multi-million business, a tender to supply metal in Mau Summit, and the person who's doing it is the husband or the brother or the uncle. So that woman is domesticated at home and remains at home, and we have heard what the ladies have said and how they have come out of it. So I think also the government sometimes it fails us. It needs to scrutinize these companies so the women can benefit, not just the big fish.
Alright, nimekuwa pale ndani, nimesikia story yako. Na labda tu swali ya kwanza nitoke unasema ungetoa ute kama sijakosea. Utatuambia experience yako kwa kisha utuambie sababu why
So mimi kwetu wakati nilizaliwa mamangu alipata kijana. So roho ya rejection ilianza hapo. Na nyanyangu ndiye aliyemzalisha. So hata kitovu changu kilikatwa na nyanyangu. Na yeye ndio pia akanipa jina. Kwa hivyo kuanza kukua kwa hiyo familia, kuna ule mtoto wa mamangu mwenye alikuwa ananichukia. So hiyo chuki ikazidi na ikazidi, ikaenda kwa mashangazi, ikaenda kwa wajomba, mpaka wakati nilishajijua, nikaona hawa watu hawanipendi. So vile unasemanga nitatoroka nyumbani, badala mimi nitoroke nikuwe chokora, nilitoroka nikaenda nikakuwa bibi ya mtu. Lakini yule mtu akasema lazima tufanye harusi. Huku kwetu ni kwa spiritual leaders. At 18 years na niko na ID. Lazima ingekuwa official kwa sababu the family was very spiritual and they were in the leadership of the church, and we walked down the aisle, and that is how I found myself to be a mother. But it was challenging because mwanzo I think me, I don't have a taste for young guys. Mimi ni lazima ukue about 15 years difference. So alikuwa anaona mimi ni katoto. So alikuwa ananijiti tu kama katoto. So ilikuwa ni kama ni mimi na kijana yangu ni bro yangu. So akitukelelesha na tukelelesha sisi zote. Nikaona hii hapana. Hii anyway. So I grew up knowing that I need to stand by myself. And I came to know even in marriage, as long as you first don't stand by yourself, even a man will not respect you. And that's why now you have to associate yourself with brands like Starbucks, who are empowering women and also giving the visibility to women. And also other companies that are empowering for women. And as I've told you, my first job was a teacher. Na ni kujiamini, unaenda unaambia mtu mimi naweza pika hiyo chai. The problem with graduates nowadays and why they are not getting jobs is because I come to you and I tell you, I have a job for a clerk. Your work is to be getting billboards from Equity Bank, Fourways branch, where Mr. Moredi is a branch manager. You take it to the head office, na mshahara ni 30,000. Wewe unaweza kuniambia wewe uko na degree ya masters in finance. My friend, I'm opening for you a door that you go and explain to those people your capability. That is where you, when you're inside, they learn that you have a master's degree or you have a degree in financing, and they make you an accountant or a cashier. But when you are outside a company, you're not able to express and sell your capabilities. So I want to advise the Gen Zs. Ukitua kazi ya driver, wewe ingia. Uko umebeba mdosi hivi uone yako in good moods. Sio kuna ile anakuambia na leo umenifanyia vizuri, na by the way boss, mimi am an expert ya IT. In the company I can do both. Hata I can volunteer for free. Anapatia kazi ya IT. Mwenyewe anaona huyu jamaa amejituma. So let the Gen Zs not get stuck of, just dumping. I have a degree, nimesoma, I always tell my son, go out of your way. Go and show that person, apart from you being a saxophonist, you are an artist. Unaweza chora. So that is what I want the Gen Zs to learn from me. How I got myself into Equity Bank. And that is where my doors opened. That is where I met the companies that employed me later in that bank. So they should not limit themselves and they should not put a barrier to their success.
Hapo tu kwa Gen Z, tunapenda jinsi ambavyo unatekeleza na unawaambia kweli. Juzi mambo na politics pale tunaona president wetu ameenda JCM Chachibana. Ndio kwa sababu kulikuwa na vitu vingi sana ambazo zilianza kwa mitandao. Vijana wakasema tumekuwa betray. Nimekuuliza hii swali kwa sababu nakusia sana vijana pale. Labda kuongea kwa sababu ndio wanasema wako betray. Umekuwa ukiona na pia pale mtandao kwa post pale ukisema ya kwamba acheni kuwa na hiyo akili nini ya kuweza kuchanganua vitu kama.
First of all, Gen Zs wamekataa kujiamini. Because wangekuwa wamejiamini, by now they should having their own church. Wangekuwa wamepeleka Gen Z wengine theology, St. Paul's University, wasome Gen Z, by now wasome kukua pastors. I see them singing in clubs. By now they should be having a praise team. They should be having like a praise and worship team, like ile ya PK pale Roaka. You understand? So they should not be relying on people that they don't believe in. They should believe in themselves. So kusema they went to JCM, for me if I was asked, ningewauliza wangefanya service yao. They should believe in themselves and nobody should come to control them. The same way they are saying, we don't want this government. By now, they should be producing to us the president that they want, who is a Gen Z. You understand? Yes. The governor that they want, who is a Gen Z. Have they done political science? Where are they? Where are the Gen Zs that have finished graduating in political science? So they should not criticize what they want to become. That is what I can advise them. So if I want you to come to my school and you feel my school is not good, look for lecturers who can go and study the German language. You as the Gen Zs, go to the TVET, register your own TVET, recruit your own Gen Zs. They should not make a mistake of relying on you as a journalist to come and rely on your media, and when you mess up, you drag them. We've been told about leadership. Those who walk behind and watch the people, and those who walk aside. So you should not mislead the Gen Zs as a journalist. you should encourage them also to be where you are so that they stop criticizing what they want to become. So if a Gen Z want to become a president, they should not criticize the president. He should come up and say, I am doing political science. Okay?
Yes.
Like the way Babu was doing when he was in the university. Now we can see what he became when he was a Gen Z that time. That time he was a millennial. He wants to become now. So let the Gen Z stop gagging anybody in what their interest is. Let them come up and show us you have a skill in manufacturing. You are an artist. Come and show us how can we manufacture the paint because you have the skills. Then look for investors like us who can support your vision and you start it as a Gen Z. Don't rely to us as millennials to hold your vision because we have failed the Gen Zs according to them. But if they want us to empower them, we can empower them. Wakianza kanisa, mimi nitaenda vile naendanga Harambee niwape kitu. Wakianza present worship team kama ile ya PK Monday worship, mimi nitaenda niwanunulie drum set. Let the Gen Z stopping gagging their life. That is the mistakes we did when we were millennials, and that is the same mistakes the Gen Zs are doing to hold on to somebody, to cling on to somebody. And I hope the media doesn't take these others and told us
we saw you made peace with someone with your slap. Okay, it's not you today. I saw you Kirumba Gen Z. I saw you say you
Make
support
peace.
Yeah, I see you supporting young talent or young musician building industry. So are you going to still continue supporting them? And also, about Gen Z, do you think the Gen Zs feel so much entitled to, I must have this, maybe this and this. They don't want to work for something, but they believe they need to be given it.
Well, in my own house, I have a Gen Z, but my Gen Z believes in himself. But the reason he believes in himself is because I have already empowered him. He's a saxophonist, and you've seen him playing the saxophone. But now the problem comes in when he makes the money, he does not want to be advised how to use it. So we are having that fight. That entitlement is there. And I want to tell the Gen Z, as much as the millennials and the older ones, you feel like we failed you, either as parents or as a country, we might be holding a little wisdom that can help you. Because the moment you make your 100K, and all of it you go to buy maybe a gadget worth 100K, even 110K na wanaacha deni. Wanaambia bro, kifanya gig ingine, nalipa hiyo 10K. So they need to also look in their own circle, people who can advise them in their own language. I believe they have financial analysts,